Track movement speed, it stops. Firefly, if he lands pounces on a couple big heroes, that's great.
It's not the greatest synergy with Void, but I don't even think that matters this game.
Well, there's DP and Void that already have the synergy, and there's Slack on top of that. Yeah.
Okay, so
midway through clearing through stacks again.
Oh, here he comes. In towards the middle lane. Starts with Chuan. Goes for the stun. Blue starts with the Spirit Siphons. Weeha, he needs help. It's TPing in right now in the form of the Bounty Hunter. But Weeha, how much life? The Sun Rays out from Kaka. He'll trigger the Dust, which actually reveals the Bounty Hunter. He can't get the kill over on the Phoenix, and now may lose his own life. The stun from Chuan will connect the tower to attack damage. Also doesn't do enough. They tag teamed it around their line, so Chuan and Kaka are so low. But the kills are kills, however. Goes to Phoenix, goes to Death Prophet, and that's first blood.
Again, Chuan Kaka for the Disruptor to get his level 6 sooner.
Weeha may possibly actually just walk straight away safely.
Moo was picking up the rune, so he wasn't around.
Now the stun, Weeha came back in again. The Sun Ray is going to turn on, and Weeha, he is going to burn right now. Like an Englishman in the sun, he will die underneath the tier 1 tower. 3 hero kills now going the way of Newbee, and that's Moo with Exorcism. They're going to do a lot of damage to this tier 1.
Yeah, these kind of supports are always free to rotate when you have a safe laner like Slark, because Batrider can't abuse him. In fact, How, if he gets this pounce, he might even get the kill. Moo trying to juke it out, but not going to be able to get it. Pounce lands, and that should be a free kill.
Perfect spill damage. This is Newbee. We had game number 1 was pretty dominating side. Down the middle lane, the fight's going to keep going. Moo wants to force it out a little bit harder. But Exorcism still got a couple of seconds left. Resolution burning. Can't get the damage is too much. Misery trying to glimpse him away. You'll still end up losing the Death Prophet here. Big AoE teamfight controller to the fight straight away. And in fact, now with a pull up from KP, like Resolution can see him. Misery would have to get the perfect glimpse on him. KP is having a very long walkout with the ulti. This time around, Time Walk won't allow you to escape, but with extra support coming in from Newbee. Resolution, the Sun Ray goes a little bit wild trying to heal up KP as opposed to finding the kill and then the perfect chrono. It catches out Misery and makes sure that any TPing support from DC would not be able to affect the outcome of that, aka death of the Disruptor.
Oh yeah, it's 5-manning time for Newbee. Looks to be that 15-minute monster that allows you to bully the enemy team, but he's not here.
Yeah, even if he comes back to life again, that cooldown is still on cooldown for another 21 seconds. And AP, like he's just hovering around. There's no Chronosphere available, but how? Okay, the Glimp's going to come back into it, so that's going to be at least a nice little thing. But the tier 1 tower was still brought down. And the trade-off was the fact that Bounty Hunter got picked on the back lines. He walked in range of the Sentry Ward. So it's still a 1-1 trade-off. Okay, this is nice. A glimpse on Moo. That Nova is well out of position. So you do not have that for the fight. This is a good one for DC. Now with a cooldown, KP has a time walk it out. Moo's in close until the Sunray and Kaka. They're just burning DC. Misery wants to run, but okay, a little bit of life. It's not going to be enough. Kaka will dive himself forward. So even with the Nova having no influence there, you got the glimpses back, you forced Newbee to fight, and they were happy to do so.
Yeah, the idea of that Nova was that, okay, Death Prophet's out of position, but he'll just run himself back into the Nova, and DC can't pursue. But then you see Moo realize, with this Vitality booster and my Strength Treads, I'm actually tanky enough to enjoy just all of this damage being put on.
Already killing off Misery. So you take out a huge controlling hero from DC. They want to get a revenge onto the Lion. Chorn will trigger off the Dust, but there's no one to really follow up, but everyone's rotated, and it's KP. They catch out Weeha in that top river, and even a double damage from How, just to make this fight even better for him. Weeha, TP out won't happen. The Yules will end up cancelling him. Kaka, they're on the front line. Say goodbye to Weeha. Newbee just rotating so quickly. They realize tier 1 tower, they don't hold it in the mid lane, but they take a huge fight against DC.
Yeah, this allows you to also hold map control as well.
Great ward from Suxta. He's able to see the movement coming up from Newbee in towards the mid. They're still at the top. Weeha being slowed down by the rod of Atos and into the Sunray. Weeha just can't walk away. They commit the Chronosphere as well. They really want that DK down. And they're able to claim him. Kaka is not a healthy man. But he's still able just to jump himself out. But the Bounty Hunter is not so lucky. Easy rotation from Newbee on the back of the Exorcism. They're going to head into the pit. And Roshan looks prime for the taking here for Newbee.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
2.9k gold over on that Slark.
Yeah, time to trade out that Ring of Aquila for a Scotty in all due time.
Maybe.
If he's really worried about it, he could get BKB versus the Disruptor Glimpse and Static Storm, which is obviously DC's biggest counter to him. But
oh, he found a different one. He found the Bounty Hunter, and with the Dark Pack damage, only just enough. Okay, no, it wasn't. I was thinking with one charge, he had just enough life to survive. And now the Glimpse gonna drag Hal back, but pounces straight out of the field. so they're already coming out. The creep waves are at least far enough outside the base that Newbee might be thinking, hey, they're not going to be there, but okay, yeah, Bob-omb. The scan flag's red, Newbee no, and Newbee will prepare.
Yeah, how? He's going to sit on the front lines. He's going to pop that smoke, I think.
Oh, they haven't done it yet.
Oh,
Slug, Silver Edge, they move all the way in towards the pit. The Shiva's guard's out.
Yeah,
now the smoke, now a break, and there is a three-man photo catching him out. They see Weehar inside the pit. The Dravage remains from Sean, hitting the wall. This is DC, 1 foot in the grave, and they're about to be buried by Newbee inside the pit. Weehar's going to burn down as well, and this will leave the last man standing. Resolution, he is on the wrong side of the river, and he's gone. It's GG, it's a team wipe. Newbee will advance 2-1 against DC. There's still massive props to DC. They took a game off Newbee.
I mean, that by itself was impressive. It shows the promise of Digital Chaos, but Newbee as a whole very clearly the dominant team here. Game 1 and Game 3 super one-sided, so much so that one team fight, not even a push or anything like that, is what forces DC to call it in both of those two games.